Today I'm going to try an experiment. I just bought a take and bake pizza from Valentino's in Thousand Oaks, and the instructions say to cook at 450 degrees for between 8 and 14 minutes. And I'm going to try to cook this baby in my new air fryer. I just got this baby at Costco. Although it's been around for a while, it is a Ninja Foodi Air Fryer Pro oven. And it looks to me like it's made for making pizzas. So I decided I'm going to go for it. The pizza I got is 12 inch, and it looks like 12 inch will fit in here comfortably. The instructions on the pizza say bake at 450 for 8 to 14 minutes. This guy has a pizza mode. When I turn it on to pizza mode, it looks like it has a default of 10 minutes for 350 degrees. I'm going to go with Valentino's recommendation for 450 at 8 to 14 minutes. So I'm going to leave that for right now, and I'm just going to let you know one other thing. The book that came with the pizza oven talks about how to cook a homemade pizza, which is kind of like what the Valentino's pizza is. And it says to cook at 500 degrees for about 9 minutes. But I'm still going to go with the Valentino's recommended 450 for 8 to 14 minutes. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know whether this oven requires preheating, at least not the way I'm going to use it. I think I'm going to put it in bake mode. Not that I don't know that it matters what mode I put it in. I could put it in pizza mode, but I think I'll try bake mode. And then in bake mode, I can select time. The time of 20 minutes looks about right, just in case it needs to preheat while I'm prepping the pizza, removing it from the package and adding a couple of extra toppings. Let me go ahead and set the temp though. We will get the temperature to the Valentino's recommended 450. There we go. And I guess I'm just going to go ahead and press to start. Oh, and it does have a preheat mode. Okay, so anyways, so I probably didn't need to set it to 20. It'd be interesting to see if I can change the time once everything's started. I'm going to try it right now. Time? Yeah, I can. Great. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and leave that, and I'll let the oven continue to preheat, and then I'm going to go prep the pizza. Wow, believe it or not, the preheat is already done, so all I got to do is throw the pizza in there. Okay, so I threw some chopped mushrooms and some artichoke hearts onto the pizza. I don't think that'll change the equation, but I just want to make sure that we're all aware that I did make that change. The pizza oven looks like it's getting close to the 15-minute timer mark, so I'm just about ready to throw this in, and I'm going to need 2 hands for this, so I'm going to pause for now. I was thinking that I was going to throw the pizza right on the grate that is in the pizza oven, but it did come with this pan, and in this little booklet it does recommend to use the pan, so I think I'm going to try the pan and see how it goes. You can see that here's the grill that I could have used, or the grate, but I'm going to go ahead and take that out and throw the pan in. Okay, so I got the pizza in the oven with the pan. You can see that I got about 12 minutes and 30 seconds on the timer there, 450 degrees heat. We're just going to see how this works out. I was told by the owner of Valentino's that I should just keep an eye on the crust, and just like when you're baking cookies, when that guy's golden brown, we're probably at the right point. So I'll just keep my eye on that. Fortunately, the oven does have a little light button, so that'll illuminate, make it a little easier to see what's going on. I'm going to give this a few minutes. Just to be safe, I'm probably going to stop. I'm going to take a look at it at the 4.5 minute point. That would be about 8 minutes in. We'll see how it goes. Well, we are about 7 minutes in, and already I can see the crust is rising. It looks really good. And let's take a closer look with some extra light if I can. It's Not quite golden brown, but it is rising, so things are looking good. It looks like I can check out the underside using a spatula. It lifts right off the paper, and when looking under there, it's not too brown. It's certainly not burnt, so I'm going to let it go a bit longer. We still got 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. I believe the timer started at around 12 minutes and 30 seconds, and we're getting close to the end of that time. And I am beginning to see a bit of golden brown on the edge of the pizza. But I want to make sure that I want to err on the side of being a little crispy as opposed to a little raw. Just to be safe, I added about another minute and a half onto the timer. But I gotta say, I'm seeing some golden brown on the crust. This is looking pretty good. I just want to check the underside one more time. I gotta say that the underside is beginning to look a little golden brown, and certainly the edges are, so I think we're getting pretty dang close. I have a feeling that estimate of about 14 minutes is about right for an oven like this at 450 degrees, especially if you're going to use a pan like I did. Might be a different story if I use the grate. Okay, I cut off power, and it was right about at 14 minutes. So now I'm going to go ahead and take this baby out and load it onto the cardboard that it came with and cut her up. All right, it was pretty easy to get the pizza to come out and rest on the cardboard. Now it's time to slice her up and take a bite and see how she tastes. Still a little on the hot side, so I'm going to wait for another minute or so. Okay, folks, here we go. I'm ready to take my first bite. Looks like the pizza's holding up nicely. Look at that. It's not flopping around or anything. And let's try her out. Oh, yes. Gotta say, the crust, just about perfect. You know, maybe for your preference, you might want to cook a little longer, a little shorter, but I don't know if you want to go shorter. I like that 14 minutes. This was the regular crust from Valentino's, not the thin, not the thick, but came out pretty dang good. Really liked it. And I think that's mostly it. I think that is it. I'm gonna call this one a thumbs up. Good job, Valentino's and Ninja Foodi Air Fryer Pro Oven.